Inside clubs, bars, or even our own living rooms, the common goal is often just to kill time. We treat the hours of our lives as an infinite, burdensome weight that needs to be discarded through games, drink, or idle distraction. But time is too subtle to be cut by any human tool. While we imagine we are killing time, the saw of time is actively cutting through us, bringing us closer to our own end with every wasted hand of cards. This casual attitude collapses the moment death stands at the door. Suddenly, the person who spent decades trying to get through the day screams for just 24 hours more. One more chance to see a full moon, watch a single flower bloom, or hear a bird sing. This hypocrisy is captured in the story of an old woodcutter who spent 70 years hauling logs in poverty. He was exhausted, often hungry, and spent his days praying for the angel of death to finally arrive and release him from the grueling repetition of his life. One afternoon, after dropping his heavy bundle in the dirt, he cried out to the heavens again. But on this day, the prayer was answered. The angel of death appeared instantly and placed a hand on his shoulder. Confronted with the very thing he had begged for, the woodcutter's blood ran cold. Trembling, he pointed to his fallen logs and lied, claiming he had only called the angel over to help him lift the heavy bundle back onto his head. The mystic Osho observed that this woodcutter lives inside most of us. We exist in a state where we find life burdensome, yet the prospect of losing it is terrifying. This fear suggests that our attachment isn't actually to the life we have lived, but to the life we have missed. We cling to the door because we sense that, despite all our time killing, we have yet to truly begin. Traditional religious figures often attempt to solve this existential dread by demanding strict renunciation. They teach that the only path to peace is the total suppression of worldly desires. However, dictating a prohibition against a desire rarely kills it. Instead, it turns a natural impulse into a forbidden obsession, giving the desire more power over the mind than before. Osho noted this in the story of a boy addicted to eating curd. The more local saints lectured him on the dangers, the stronger the craving became. The prohibition didn't create health. It created a battle of wills that the boy's ego was determined to win. When we try to starve a desire through willpower alone, we remain tethered to it. The mind stays fixated on the very thing it is trying to forget. A different approach was offered by an old man who told the boy to eat as much curd as he wanted. He listed the benefits. The boy would cough so loudly that thieves would be scared away, and he would die so young that he would never have to worry about the pains of old age. Hearing the misery of his habit described as a benefit broke the boy's denial. He saw the reality of his suffering clearly, and the craving vanished. The freedom didn't come from a rule, but from a direct, painful understanding of the habit's futility. This mechanism is the core of Osho's method. He suggests moving directly into desires like anger, greed, or lust, but doing so with absolute awake observation. If you watch a desire closely while you are experiencing it, you begin to see it for what it is. You find that it offers no lasting nourishment, and the experience naturally turns to ash. Blindly following an impulse keeps you a slave, and fighting it keeps you a prisoner. But experiencing it with awareness allows you to see through the illusion of the desire itself. External changes, like moving to a temple or adopting a new lifestyle, offer no sanctuary if the internal state remains the same. It is like the story of a crow flying to a new country to escape people who hate his singing. He won't find a warmer welcome elsewhere because he is bringing his own voice with him. This internal realization cannot be bought or borrowed from a teacher. It is a solitary process of watching every attachment, from simple cravings for food to the pursuit of wealth or power, until their emptiness is personally proven. When the material world is seen as genuinely empty through one's own experience, a different kind of search begins. This path isn't a comfortable social club. It is a rigorous testing of the seeker's resolve. Saint Teresa once fell into a flooded river and was nearly killed. When she heard a divine voice say that this was how God treated his friends, she replied that it was no wonder he had so few of them. This path demands a willingness to be tested. As each desire is consciously experienced and found to be empty, the world slowly loses its grip on the individual. When there is nothing left in life that you are desperately trying to grasp, death loses its ability to take anything from you. If you have seen through the illusion of life while you are still in it, the woodcutter's panic disappears. Death is no longer a thief stealing a precious future. It is a door opening for someone who has already finished their work here.